Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we're going to be doing a Korean inspired makeup look. Disclaimer, I'm not trying to be Korean, I am a white girl, I understand. Let's keep this a peaceful community because I know in the past when I did any kind of Korean inspired makeup look, a lot of people assumed I was trying to be Korean. I'm not. I just think the makeup is stunning. And it's beautiful, and I love the diversity in it. Like, for some people, a giant extravagant wing just doesn't suit their face, and I feel like that applies to me. I've never felt like a giant wing style, Western style makeup eye look ever really suited my face. I've even tried doing like Western contour style methods, and I just feel like it looks super fake on me. And I just love the softness and really kind of exaggerate your natural features that Korean style makeup has. So it's like my Instagram knows I love Korean style makeup. It's always recommending it to me. So I found this look in my explore page that I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so beautiful. And we're gonna try it out today. So if this seems like your kind of video, definitely keep on watching. Of course, hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on, or else YouTube might not be so kind to show you my videos ever again. So stay a while, hang out, and enjoy my channel. Without further ado, let's hop right into the makeup look. I have already done my foundation. For my foundation, I went ahead and used my April Skin cushion. It is the April Skin Magic Snow Cushion in the shade 23. That's usually the shade that I go for. It's got a little bit of a warmer undertone to it, which I feel like matches me rather perfectly, to be honest. For my concealer, I used my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Snow for my under eye area, because my eye bags are fierce, guys. They're fierce. For myself, I always love doing everything to do with the base makeup first before jumping into the eye makeup. I don't know why, it's just a preference. Let me know what you prefer. But I see in the photo that she has a really peachy, bright blush on, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my usual blush. Nothing different there because it actually matches quite well. It's a nice peachy blush, and I'm going to apply that to the cheeks. But I noticed in the image she does do it a little bit different than me. She applies it in a circle pattern, so we're gonna try that out on me today and see if it looks decent. I don't know. I never do my blush like this. Okay. She brings it up pretty high, like almost on the eye bag a little bit. Oh, I don't like that on me. Oh, no. Also, I cut my bangs a little bit thicker for the winter season. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I haven't had a fringe this thick in so long. Next, I see that she did put blush on the nose. I usually do it on here and my nostrils, but I see she has it just on the nostrils. So let's go ahead and do that. Like, I love this look, but like, I don't know why, but my nose runs so much that I can never maintain it. It's really hard to see in the photo if she has contour on, but I'm gonna assume she does. So I'm gonna do my usual contour technique, taking the Rum and contouring kit in the shade 1, the lightest shade, and just where I usually do my contour. Just defining that jawline a little bit. You know what's funny is I wanted to be blonde again for so long, and just horrible because I feel like I worked so hard to get back the blondes that I usually love, and now I'm like sick of it. I don't know why, but I'm never content with my hair color. I'm like always in a state of being dissatisfied. It's a little bit difficult to tell if she contoured the nose, but I'm going to assume she did just because it is a side angle shot. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my usual nose contour. And then my other favorite places, and then I always just blend it out. All right, let's move on to the eyes. I can see there's a lot going on. It's kind of a really sort of peachy neutral makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive into my Too Faced Born This Way palette, the Natural Nudes, just because I feel like it has those colors that she used. And I'm gonna be taking the shade Warm Rose, which is this one right here. On camera, it's picking up as a really like neutral, almost brown shade, but in person, it's definitely more of a mauvey, like a warm mauve. She has it on that inner corner there. Picking it up with this pencil brush. Applying it there. Same for the inner corner. It doesn't feel like it's that intense, so we're gonna go ahead and take the shade Nude from that same palette, just all over the remainder of the eye. It's clear in the photo too that she did use flash in the shot, so of course the makeup is most likely a lot more intense in person on her than the camera is making us believe. Her makeup is very extending, like it's really extending. So we're gonna pull that out all the way to match the end of my eyebrow. Based on the photo, I believe she has that same nude color pulled all the way on the lower lash line as well. Just kind of very lightly buffed and blended all over. And then just blend it into that other shade. If anyone's wondering what contact lenses I have in, they're from AnmaBeauty.com and they're in Naughty Peach. I don't know if they're being discontinued though, because they were on clearance for a while. So I'm not too sure. So now in the photo, I can really tell all her lower lashes are drawn on, which is gonna be hard for me because I have a lot of lower eyelashes. I can't really hide what I naturally have too much, but we're gonna try anyway. And then she used a darker kind of warm rosy shade as the new line for her lower lash line. So we're gonna use that method today, and I'm gonna be taking the shade Cocoa, which is more of that warmer, darker shade, to fake a new eyeline. I feel like these looks where I fake like eyelines always look really bad on me, but it's fun. We're having fun. So picking it up with that same synthetic brush that I used to contour, I'm going to, so she starts from just after the inner corner and then extends it outward to where her natural egg yolk line is at the outer corner. So we're gonna try to do that. Fairly skinny, but then it gets big at the end. Whoa, that's a lot. It's a lot! Ah! Okay, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep going. A trick, because if you have eyes like mine where you have natural wrinkles, like I literally born this way, like I have natural wrinkles in my inner eye corner, then it's kind of easy to just naturally follow that line and then just get bigger as it goes. And I just try to keep it a little soft and fluffy on the inner part and let it get a little more sharper and defined for the outer part. Wow, this feels so heavy. But it's like, it's getting there. But I can see that she used a lighter kind of beige nude eyeliner on that inner portion right there to make it pop a little more, so we're gonna do that, obviously. This is so old, but we're gonna use it anyway. It's my Rimmel London Eyes, whatever. Probably doesn't exist anymore. We're just gonna use that to brighten that area. And it starts from about the middle of her eye and gradually gets bigger. So thin and then bigger. Wow, this feels like a lot. And then it extends out as well. I feel like the eye wrinkle, the egg yolk that I made, is a little too dark, so I'm taking my concealer brush that I used for my under eye concealer and I'm just going to really lightly just draw over that, just to help soften it up a little bit, because I naturally have eye bags and egg yolk, like as a white person. As a Caucasian, it's my eye shape. So I feel like giving that intense of a color to my under eyes really is more dramatic than on her. Surprisingly enough, it feels like she doesn't have a lot of glittery aspect going on in her eyes, which I know is super popular and trendy with Korean style makeup looks. And it's one of the styles that I really enjoy doing, but I don't think she has much of that going on. So we're just going to be nice and gentle here and taking the lightest shade from this highlighting palette that I have that you can no longer purchase. It is the Sleek Makeup Highlighting Quad in Cleopatra's Kiss. We're just going to apply that to that inner corner just to give a little light, because I feel like it needs it on me or else it feels like really sunken. And then we're gonna do the same for the brow bone as well, because again, it feels just really dark. So after that, it looks like she just has like a really skinny brown eyeliner on, and then that same brown eyeliner is used for the fake eyelashes at the bottom. So we're gonna try to do that as well. She also has a fake mole on. Can do that. Right there. Ooh, maybe it's a bit too low. That's okay. Drawing fake eyelashes is so difficult, honestly. It would look a little bit better if I didn't already have so many eyelashes, you know? I'm only gonna bring it halfway because I already have a lot of eyelashes on my inner. Why does it feel like it looks like stitches on me? Let that dry, and then like I can clean it up as much as I can before finishing the look. But now we're gonna do the eyeliner, which is really long. Like she also really extends it to kind of match that end line there. But it's also nice and thin and kind of straight. I don't think she has eyeliner on the middle part of the upper lashes. And if she does, I'll skip out on it because it will really make my eyes super circular if I add anything there. And then all the way around that inner corner. This look like the fake eyelashes on me, like fake drawn eyelashes, just look really Frankenstein-y on me. Oops, I think this one went thicker. Yeah. Well, the hardest thing is getting your eyeliner to match. I usually like taking my fingernail to like soften out the end of the eyeliner. Okay, we're gonna just stop with the whole eyeliner thing before it gets out of hand, because I feel like it's getting out of hand. Okay, so for her eyebrows look really like barely there, but I have a lot of eyebrow hairs, so I don't know. I'm gonna be taking this old eyebrow trio and taking the lightest color, which is just honestly a taupe shade. I'm just gonna really lightly just fill in the blanks of my eyebrows so that they're a little more even. Then I think the most we can do, because I just have more eyebrow than her, it can't be helped. I'm not gonna shave off my eyebrows, is we're gonna use a clear brow gel just to kind of like separate the hairs a little bit and fluff them up so they're not all just floating in one spot. And I feel like that should help quite a bit. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in the clear shade. I honestly prefer using hairspray on like a spoolie brush to work as brow gel. I think it's just so much better. So much better. Like I usually just spray hairspray directly onto a spoolie brush, just a disposable one, but I don't dispose of it, I keep it forever. And then use that, and it works so well. Especially if you're like me and you have like stubborn hairs that always want to go in one direction. Like this area here, they always really just want to be laying flat and not in an upwards position at all. But if I use hairspray, I feel like it works a whole lot better. Anyway, that's that. I think next we can curl the lashes and put like a really light amount of mascara on. You can tell she doesn't have a lot going on when it comes to mascara. So just curl so they're not facing downwards. For mascara, I don't want to use something that's really fibrous and volumizing, but that's kind of like all I have. So I'm going to be using this tester that I have of the Milk Makeup Kush mascara, which is actually quite nice if you're looking for something that doesn't really have any fibers in it. Well, it does, but it doesn't have as much as my usual mascaras do. No matter what, it's going to look like I have a lot more eyelash than she does. Can't really help that too much. And then I'll only apply mascara to my inner lashes. I have a lot of eyelash. Like, look at that. Wow. Feels weird only putting it on my inner lower lashes. Like, I just look so fluffy. And then I think I'm gonna soften out those fake lower lashes a little bit just because they're a lot right now. So we're just gonna kind of cover them ever so lightly with whatever mascara is remaining, or not mascara, but concealer on my brush. Just use my finger to fuzz out that extra long one. Oh, there, that's so much better. I'm going to go back in with that darker shade that we used for the Aiguille Sal and just ever so slightly deepen it just a little bit. on the outer portion, from the middle to the outer, with whatever is remaining on the brush. I'm gonna go in and take the shade Swan to go over that outer portion that we use the lighter eyeliner on, just because it's not really sticking. Well, it's not really doing much at all now, is it? But at least it gives us a base to work with. Now let's hope this turns out okay. Oh yeah, okay, that's better. I've never used this shade before. Compared to her face is really quite matte looking in this photo, so I'm gonna go ahead and use some setting powder just to take some of the shine, especially out of my T-zone. Like, I'm not too concerned about my cheekbones and whatnot, but everywhere else, honestly, it needs it. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder in translucent, which is really lightening on the face, so I honestly wouldn't recommend this if you are deeper in color, because it definitely is not translucent at all. Interesting seeing a Korean look that is really matte. Like, I feel like that's pretty unusual. On her lips, I noticed she's using kind of a medium depth peachy shade, and it's matte, which I'm not really used to doing the matte looks anymore, but this might work. I have this here just in my desk. It is Rila. What is this? It's Korean, but I don't know. Honestly, that's pretty much exactly what she has on, like, color-wise. Lucky me. I have to do such a purge of all my lip products because I have way too many that I never wear. So, I'm not going to use lip liner either, which is crazy because I'm so used to using lip liner. Oh, it's really creamy. Ooh, it's bright. Yikes. Alrighty. Really soft. Oh, wow, that's intense. Ah. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? Ooh. That's really bold for me, though. I always like filling in that upper part. Ever since I had my lip lift, I can finally do it, which is hilarious. Wait a second. I don't have even lips. Who does though? Like, who actually does? It's like kind of rare. This is like the perfect shade for this look. I feel like it would smudge like crazy. But speaking of smudging, I can tell that she has slightly smudged out the look. So we're just gonna take the finger, which I always do, and soften those edges. I always remember someone once told me or not told me, but I was in a conversation with a group of girls like way back years ago. And one of the people was saying how they think the vampy look is so bad and like terrible. And I was like, some people just suit the vampy look, or some people's makeup just automatically looks vampy on them when they put makeup on. I'm like, I feel like I'm that kind of person to a degree. And I was like kind of offended. I was like, I can't do a cutesy look. Like, it never looks cutesy on me. It just turns vampy. So this is the finished look. I feel like I can't get my cheeks dark enough. I feel like it's really hard to get that super bright cheek on me. Like, I feel like it looks crazy from the front. Like, from the side it's kind of cute, but from the front I'm like, whoa, like it's like clown vibes. I turned up the lights so that I would get more of that same like kind of overexposed flash look for the final result, and I feel like we kind of nailed it. I don't know. I really struggle with getting that intensity that she has on the under eye without making me look like I have extreme eye bags. I feel like this is the best that I can do with my face. But I do love it. I feel like the under eyes is a little too intense for me for my liking, but I think it's really pretty nonetheless. Like, it's giving me really wintry vibes. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. If you guys like this kind of video where we try Korean makeup looks, let me know. I would love to do more if you guys are into it as well as myself. So let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you like these kind of videos. I also do weekly vlogs on this channel alongside a lot of skincare related content, as I am a skincare specialist by trade with about 10 years of experience now. I was saying 8 years for a long time, and then I didn't even realize more years were going by. But yeah, skincare specialist by trade, if that is your kind of content. Also, check out my skincare store where I sell Korean cosmetics handpicked by me, tried and tested to give to you guys that I approve of and think are really, really good to help all of our skin needs. And of course, check me out on my social media channels. I'm always on my Instagram account. You can stay up to date with me there and hang out. But otherwise, I will catch you guys next time. Bye!